I'm Dr. Cameron Sheeler with UAB's Biotechnology program, and today it's 101 Basic Pipetting. Come over here, let's get started. All right, these are your basic pipetters. Every manufacturer is going to be a little bit different, but they're all going to be basically the same. Now we're going to pick this one up. I call this a P1000. You're going to have different pipetters that will allow you to use different volumes. And you're going to say, oh, wait. What's a pipetter? What's it for? It is to transfer a specific volume of liquid from one point to another point. Pipetters are so important for experiments that you have to accurately give the volume that you're supposed to give. All right, all these different pipettes that I'm going to show you have a different range. That means they have a range of volume that they are accurate for. This goes from 100 to 1,000 microliters. And if we look at one of these other ones, 20 to 200 microliters, and let's look at another one, 2 to 20 microliters, and we've got another one, 0.2 to 2 microliters. You're going to say, Dr. Sheeler, why do you have these different ranges? You're going to be pipetting different volumes depending on what your experiments are requiring you to do. Now let's go back to the basic pipette. You have a plunger, the actual volume. You can set the volume. So I'm going to turn the plunger and you can see, oh, I am now at 910 microliters. You also have a shaft that you're going to put your tip on. You have to have the right tip for the volume that you're going to use. Here, I am using a 1,000 microliter, and I'm going to call this a P1000. You're going to go, what? A P1000? That means pipetter up to 1,000 microliters. And you saw how I did this. And I do that. Make sure it's on snug. The way it's done is I go to the first position, and you're going to go, what do you mean first position? Take your thumb on a pipetter and push it down. Right where it stops, that's called position 1. If I continue to apply pressure and go all the way down, that's position 2. This is very, very important. So when you are going to withdraw fluid, you have to go to position 1. Now let's go ahead and try this. We'll use a blue solution. Now watch how I do this. I take my pipetter, go to position 1. Then I put it in here. See how I put it in? And I just put it in the liquid. I don't shove it all the way to the bottom, and slowly bring up the volume. Can you see that volume coming up? Slowly. Wipe off the tip and then dispense it. You go to the first position 1 and then finish it up with position 2. You might get a little bubbles in there. There. Let's do that again. Position 1. Bring up the volume. I wipe off the tip a little bit and dispense. There you go. So that's the basic use of a pipetter. Now that we've dispensed some liquids, you're going to say, I got a tip. What do I do with it? Well, you don't want to just pull it off. You have a ejector right here with your thumb. You press that and poof, off it goes, preferably in the garbage or your biohazard waste, not on the table. What we just did was 910 microliters. What happens if I want to do a smaller volume? Oh, this goes from 100 to 1,000. That's the only range you can use. Let's say I want to do 30 microliters. Okay, this is a P200. It goes from 220 to 200, and I actually have it set at the 30. I was anticipating today. So now I'm going to use 30 microliters. So I'll have to find the right tips. These are tips for the P200, and what I will do is open them up, slightly tamp it down. There. Now let's move on to another liquid. Remember, first position, and then you insert into the liquid. Up slowly, wipe off a little bit, and then look, dispense. Go to the first, then the second position. Slow. Let's do that one more time. First position, then insert. Up slow, wipe off, and dispense. First position, then second position. Now that we're done working with the basics, we can move on to some questions that we have. Any questions from our studio audience? Yeah, I have a quick question. Go ahead. You with the cowboy boots on. If I am using the P200, but I want to do 201 microliters, can I use that same pipetter? Somewhere on this thing, does it say 201? It's between 20 and 200. You cannot go above 200. So we'll have to go to the next pipette that will have 100 to 1000. That will have the 201 microliters. Only use that range. I got a good question. What happens if on the P20 I want to do 25 microliters? Can I do that? No. Didn't you hear my answer to the first question? This says 2 to 20. Anywhere on here does it say 25 microliters? No. The most important thing to understand is a pipette is only as accurate with what its range is. You can't go above it or below. No. You can't get 1 microliter on this either. This says 2 to 20, not 1 to 20, 2 to 20. So no, you can't do 1 microliter. But if you wanted to do 1 microliter, you would go to my P2. And that goes from 0.2 to 2 microliters. That's within range. That's what you'd use. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos or topics or comments, please email me at the below address. Thank you and have a great day.